What is going on, Nitro gang? Sorry for the slight little setup adjustment there, but I do want to make sure that the Super Nitro looks as good as my fresh shave. And yes, these are the Executive Dollar Shave Club 6-bladed razors, and this has more blades than just that. So let me wait a little while to get you guys here into the stream. Today, I am dedicating this live to everybody out there that is trying to make their own nitros great again. I know people watch this channel, watch this particular stream, and they're thinking to themselves right now, what model can I possibly resurrect and save from the grave? Well, my guys, I submit to you, if the glove fits, that means you gotta get a Super Nitro. And for me, I have never come across a glove that didn't fit in my life. Because guess what? When you look at the size of gloves, generally they say one size fits all. So how did OJ get away with that statement? That guy, as we all know, had an impressive lawyer. Piece of trash is what he was. We got Geo Mac, how you doing? Riley here on the stream. Gary, Dylan, Michael Sucha, Texas Hill, Lotus RC. I just saw you, man. Happy Saturday night to all of you guys out there. And for everyone coming in, I will wait a little while longer and then I'll begin talking about what is going down. We got JP's RC. How you doing, man? I am looking forward to hopefully your stream tomorrow. Dylan, what's going on? So, Michael Hamilton, he goes, when will you be showing us your Dodge Challenger? That day is not today, man. That day is just not today. I like to devote a day to just one great vehicle at a time. I know some people out there like to do more than one. That's okay. Me personally, I like to focus all of my brain's energy on making one car great again per night. Now, I'm also sitting next to something on the couch right next to me here. I'm going to just do a little quick pickup, everybody. You all might remember this from yesterday's video. John, how you doing, bro? Thank you, man. Pleasure to have you here. Terra Curry, happy Saturday Night Nitro to you. Now, guys, this is a weekend full of 25-year-old Nitro resurrections going down. BMR, how you doing? We got Tony Ferraro, cold over there in Minnesota, but here as well, bro. And you know what? It might be cold. And I did slightly ask Melissa if tonight will be a fire-up night. That depends how things will be going down. For those of you that might have missed it, yesterday was more or less a clean and inspection of this Kyosho Ultima ST Type R. Now, I've been doing a lot of work on this overnight. I did not get much sleep. Melissa, did I get much sleep?
No.
You see that? I didn't even have to tell her to say no this time. She said it on her own. Check out the fully cleaned OS 12 CVR-X engine. The top dog engine. And I'm going to do my best to make sure this Kyosho Ultima is going to live again. We got Dan Davidson. How you doing? Justin Williams is here with us. Okay, let me not talk too much about this Kyosho Ultima. If you haven't seen the video, trust me, if you're a fan of rare old nitros, and I know that is essentially what probably 99% of you people out here are fans of, the other 1%, you guys are just fans of something else. I can't state what it is, but it's the glove people. Kidding around, that didn't make no sense. Hoser1, how you doing, bro? Sickening. You know what happened today? Great job. Okay, so I'm going to get down to, I'm going to put this to the side. If you missed this, this was last night's stream. I did not make this particular one members only. Now, Nitro Pim, how you doing, bro? Happy Saturday to you. Last week's Kyosho Blizzard stream has been made members only. I do want you to know, a lot of progress has happened with that chassis over the time span of about 5 nights. Today, went in the morning, woke up pretty early, went to the Nissan dealership. You guys want to know what happened at the Nissan dealership? No, I didn't get this from somebody there. They raped me for oil. I remember last year, I did an oil change on the Rogue. It was about $40. You guys want to take a guess what the oil change price this year was? It was beyond acceptable inflation. I asked, why was it so expensive? Of course, the person at the counter said everything goes up. You understand? That kind of answer is not an answer. Saying everything goes up, that's like saying what happens to a tree. A tree grows up as well. It was $84, everybody. $84 for a 1.5 liter run-of-the-mill Nissan. Meanwhile, last year, I paid $40. You're telling me we had over 100% inflation? That does not make any sense. 100% inflation does not exist in our current state of the economy. Oscar Quendo, man, how you doing? If anybody here could appreciate a proper Super Nitro, it's all of you, but it's especially Oscar. Now, guys, most of you were a little bit off on those oil changes. Guys, come on, it's a 3-cylinder Nissan Rogue. That thing takes barely any oil. Come on, give me a break over here. It's the 3 cylinders, baby. That's all you need. That's right, Hoser One. $84. And I tried to ask for a coupon, and the woman just kept chewing on her buffalo pizza, is what happened. I go to her, hey woman, last year, was there a coupon applied to the oil change? And yeah, she had a buffalo chicken pizza slice, and I had about 2 jackets on. That was the end of that conversation. All right, everybody, HPI Super Nitro. Now, you might have seen, and I know you have, not might have, the thumbnail. Obviously, this is not the car in the thumbnail, but I did do some in-depth Nitro Gang research, and I might, later on, discuss the article that picture came from. They called this the sickening snake bite. Why is it the snake bite, everybody? Well, that's because there's a freaking snake decal on the hood. Dodge Viper GTS. This is the car that I think they said on Top Gear will kill you. Or was that some other show? Was that American Top Gear? Anybody here know? Uncle BGA, how you doing, man? Just out here with a Super Nitro. Yes, I know you're looking at the cracked wheels. Don't be worrying about the wheels. The wheels suck. Pretty much, in my experience so far, I have never bought a Super Nitro without cracked wheels. It just has not happened. Just how Nissan service has not disappointed me, because they've always disappointed me. Don't even let me tell you about their coffee. Okay, so we're gonna take a look around this car. Clever rear exhaust setup. I will take the body off. We have to do a little bit of work to this chassis, my dudes. I see everybody here. Tony Catalfamo, how you doing, bro? RB the mechanic. You guys are talking about the bodies for these chassis, and yes, getting a proper body for one of these Super Nitros. Good luck, bros. Good luck. Now, you know, in the title to this video, I put something that I think people might argue about. But we can discuss it, bros. We can discuss it because we are men. Some of us, maybe very few, women. But at the end of the day, people that like to know what scale chassis this is. Nitro Pimp here with a very good question. He goes, is it 280 or 300 millimeters? Now, I did read a review just now that said, yes, you can set these up to run 280 or 300 millimeter. I think this is 300. I'm not totally sure. I haven't measured it. So I know there's a way to basically assemble the rear suspension arms to give you a little bit more wheelbase. I think this is probably the 300 millimeter. I'm not sure. What is the factory setting on one of the RTRs? Michael Sucha goes 1/8 small. So the article that I read advertised this as a 1/9 scale. Honestly, I think I will believe that. I think we could say it is a 1/9 scale. Now, 1/9 scales in the RC hobby in general, there's nothing 1/9 scale. Am I correct? Go ahead. Anybody want to tell me what's 1/9? Well, I think I stand corrected. Actually, sit corrected. Kyosho made 1/9 scale the Toronto, which was their version of the Pathfinder. If anybody here remembers the old 1/9 scale Kyoshos. We got Pinker RC. How you doing? Off Tap Aussie. How you doing, man? Hope you are. Well, you're definitely warm out there. It's about 32 degrees out here in New York. You know, we got mayors that are criminals. Stuff going down. It's fine. Raymond Hernandez goes 280. It might be 280. I might be able to measure it later. We'll see. Benjamin Martinez, how you doing? This is a special episode just for you, if you know what I'm saying. A big fan of the Super Nitros. He loves Super Nitro so much, he might be getting this one. But until then, we have to devote some time and energy to this. I'm going to wait a couple minutes, then I will on-body it. We'll take a look at the electronics, test them out, test out the compression. And I did say in the title, premium hop-ups. Who here wants to take a stab? Take a stab, without a knife though. Take a stab at what a premium upgrade could possibly be. Now, yes, it is a very subjective term, but what is it? By the way, guys, before I continue with this, I want to ask you all a question. Did you guys see today's RC10GT video? Apparently, many people did not. What that says to me is the public as a whole not interested in making RC10GTs great again. I'm sorry, guys. It ain't gonna go down. Okay? Okay, Hoser one saw half of it. Which one? The first half or the last half? The last half is pretty good. The first half is pretty good. So, I mean, you gotta pick and choose. You know what I mean? Statistically speaking, since people read books left to right and people watch shows and videos left to right, you know, start to end, you probably saw the first half. That means when you go to the second half, you'll have some sickening footage with onboard video. I will say the onboard video made the car look pretty fast. I will be working on an updated video where I will be doing a speed test. One of the biggest KP, how you doing, man? And Joshua Delaney, how you doing, bro? He goes, RC10 is a classic. Yes, man, I know. Aren't you working on one? I think you are. Okay, Tony Ferraro goes, slipper clutch problem. Yes, those nuts in the slipper, they suck. I will say, I am working on a upgrade to modernize the RC10 GT for a proper speed run. Anybody here want to take a stab, want to take a guess, want to pretend you're Dexter and stab a victim out there? Take a stab at what upgrade I am considering doing on the RC10 GT. Go ahead, take a stab. Yo, Melissa, do you think Nitro Gang out here appreciates my references to modern media culture? I don't think so. All right, we're gonna keep it simple now. All right, I'm just gonna have to say things like take a guess, don't take any stabs. What upgrades are we gonna do? Vintage Nitro World, how are you? He goes pull start conversion. Well, Vintage Nitro World, bro, thank you for being a long-time channel member. But that one already has the pull start. Okay, Gary goes clutch. So, not the clutch, man. That one has a unique clutch. Upgrading the clutch is actually a big deal in that. That's the one without the springs. Melissa has her hands up. What are your hand up, boo? What did your hand up, boo? What, you want another COVID test?
No.
Okay. Uncle BJ wants to know if Nitro Gang Queen Melissa has her own channel. No, man, she does not. You know, we devote our energy to one channel at a time. And sometimes the Nitro Gang channel as well. Right? Not out there to conquer the world with channels. I am just out there to conquer the world with nitros. Alright? Okay, everybody. RB the Mechanic goes, is it the servos? Surprisingly, no. The servos are quite terrific. I almost guarantee very few people here will guess what the upgrade will be. But when that information comes out, I will 100% claim that people out there will be very excited. I don't want to say grateful. I don't want anybody to be grateful to me. I'm not doing this for gratefulness. I am a humble fella. Okay? But I will tell you, it's going to make any old stadium truck very drivable in the modern time. Cannot release the idea right now. but it's in the works, bros. So far, not a single person in this chat has got it correct. Zero correctness, brothers. Zero. It's not exhaust. It's not suspension. It's not the carb. It's not the fuel tank. It's none of that. Okay? Now, guys, is it time to talk about the Super Nitro RS4 or what? Now, let me ask you all a question here. Who has at least 2 of these? Raise your hand. Go ahead. Melissa, raise your hand. Because through the process of association, you know that I have at least probably 5. Okay? Probably. I don't know. Somewhere in boxes somewhere. In the 2,500 square feet. Okay. Nitro Pimp, I would have to say you beat me. He has 9. That's a lot. Proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, okay? Okay. Justin Williams goes, is it TSM? It is not TSM because this is the radio I'm running on that car. So it's not going to be TSM. I do actually like the TSM system. It's pretty useful for electrics. I would say not really for nitros. The electrics do have a ton of low-end power where, yes, if you peg the throttle all the way, the electric will... it'll go crooked, right? But the nitros really, they don't develop as much top torque right away, so it's really not the same thing. Unless, of course, you know, you wheelie and then you have like other factors like, you know, lower traction type of stuff. Okay, all right. Let's continue. I'm not going to talk about the RC10 GT upgrades anymore because, well, some things have to be kept silent, and that's one of those things. The other thing is which shaving cream I used. Can't tell you that either. Okay. Now, Super Nitro RS4, I'm going to change around the camera view. We are going to take a look at the extensive hop-ups, guys. I just did an eBay search. There's one set of hop-ups on here that is currently, Tarek goes ball diff. Well, the RC10 GT already has a ball diff, so it is not the ball diff. But in this particular, Nitro Pimp goes, I have an RC10 GT in my card, bro. The new one, if it is, please, you know, add it from the links in my description. Pretty much, that's the only type of affiliate deals that I have going. Okay, Nitro Addiction, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. What was I saying? Forgot what I was saying. All right, let's just take a look at it. Okay, man, thank you, bro. Nitro Pimp, you the man. I appreciate you, man. Okay, so let's take a look at it. I'm going to remove it from here. By the way, I have a charger ready to go, guys. Yo, Melissa.
Yeah.
I have a charger ready to go. Because if things go okay, I want to try to start it outside. But only with the permission of the Nitro Gang Queen, Melissa. Okay? She just got over COVID, and I don't want to get sick. So let me change the view around, and we're going to talk about it, bros. We're going to talk about it. I'll give you a little bit of a better view. Hold on a second there. This is a great painted shell as well, huh? All right. Now that we could see the car, I could actually show you under the body. Are you guys ready to unbody it? Melissa, they ready to unbody it? Mm-hmm. Andrew Pope, how you doing, man? So this is a 2002 Super Nitro RS4. And it is sickening. This one has never been featured in any video so far. All new, all today, all going down here only. So if you just came in, please give this video a bit of a like if you don't mind. I don't ask for much other than exhaust gaskets and a couple likes once in a while, bros. And of course, you know, don't forget to become a channel member. That's a top priority. Okay, I see first thing, cut out on the body, not bad at all. No crookedness. This body is relatively thick. In the back, we have a nice vent hole. On the side here in the window, we have a nice vent hole. Now, this was painted a very long time ago, but it appears to have been painted by a proper expert. You guys see anything cool in the back over there. Wow, that is rear exhaust. That's right, Joshua Delaney. He goes, thing already looks fast. I agree, man. So I'm going to take the shell off and we'll examine the body, talk about the hop-ups. Oh, yeah, this is what I was saying. Some of the hop... Steven from Canada, how you doing? And Kyle G. One of the hop-ups that this model has is selling for $140 on eBay right now. $140. You understand? That's like 100 more than it needs to be. So, let's do it. All right, KP. Good question. Nitro Pimp, thank you, man, for that channel support. I appreciate you. Oh, Melissa. Well, we just had a tornado of stuff falling in this channel. Hold on a second. Nitro Pimp, thank you, bro. My light fell, and well, I had a bag going down, and the bag fell. I mean, there's important stuff in the bag. Is the light gonna turn on, or did it unplug itself? Give me a second, bro. Oh man, when Melissa starts to curse it, that means it's serious. Give us a second. You know the Nitro gang wants to see purple in proper colors. Oh, thank God. That was going to be disappointing. Okay. So we got the light. Back up. Let me discuss the chassis. All right. So this is... I'm not going to say it's a 100% 9th scale. The review I read called it a 9th scale. So let's just go with that, right? Who am I to argue with an old review? Listen. Back then, they knew what they were doing. Now, check out the purple. There is a lot of purple. We're going to get up and close and personal with this. I do want to talk about some of the good updates. This is my own air filter sponge. How you doing there, Raw RC, man? Happy to see you here. So this is a period correct early 2000s Super Nitro. Now, the biggest problem with these cars are the wheels. If you take a notice, these are obviously cracked all over. Now, I know in this video they might look like regular wheels, but these are actually pretty large compared to the regular 10th scale. So good luck getting these wheels. It's almost impossible. I do have an idea of wheels that will fit. And if anybody ever wants to know, ask me. I'll tell you which wheels will be almost a direct fit on these models. So let's continue with what I think is the most expensive or probably useful upgrade on this chassis, or anything that is standing out. You guys want to take a look at what you think stands out? Go ahead. What stands out over here? Tell me what stands out. What stands out? Is Will Ferrell a great actor? I don't know. What stands out? Melissa, give me that hand. Give me the hand. All right. I would propose it's these parts over here. You guys know what I'm pointing at? These are aluminum pulleys. Very, very rare. Normally, these have plastic pulleys. These are all aluminum. We also have an upgraded aluminum belt tensioner. And, this is basically like a stiffener for these two parts. But top level upgrades. I just checked on eBay. These aluminum pulleys are $140 on eBay. Only RC Nitro. How you doing, man? That's right. Kyle G is correct. I didn't know the exact term, but yes, these are I'm pretty sure they're called HD low friction pulleys. So upgrade number 1, highly desirable pulleys. Upgrade number 2, and if things go okay, I will likely test the 2-speed baby out tonight. Who thinks I should test out that 2-speed baby? Huh? Can I get a hell yeah? So, upgrade 1, we have that. Let me get a little closer to this chassis. So, next up, the exhaust. I will not say this is perfect. This is the original can muffler. But my question to you guys, what is... Hoser one with a hell yeah. I appreciate that. The question is here, how has this exhaust been made greater than it actually was from the factory? There's one obvious reason here, guys. Tara Curry with a hell yeah. And the rest of you, thank you. So the question is, how has this exhaust been made better than it would have been originally? It's not this long pipe, although this is a very good idea. The stock deflector would have only kind of come up to here on the original one. The question is, what modification? By the way, I got this RC from a person that, in my opinion, was a top-level aficionado, guru, expert, king, nobleman, and knight of nitros. I said everything possible. That was cool. JP's RC goes, is it drilled out? Okay, I did not open the pipe. There is normally a baffle. That was a good question. I do not know if it's the baffle is removed. In fact, that's something I might look into in the future. But no, take a look. And let me move this around a little bit so we could see better. Take a look at where the pressure line is. Wow, that is not normally where the pressure line is it? Well, if you didn't say no, then you probably didn't know. But this is a very useful area for the pressure line. The reason is normally the pressure line will go around the rear. And let me show you normally where it is on the Super Nitro. See right there? It's plugged. So normally your pressure line will go to that area right there. Which means your exhaust line would pretty much have to snake all around the vital engine components, all around the gears, the two-speed. It's pretty much in the way. Not awesome. I think the previous owner was really onto something by drilling a pressure line fitting on this side of the can muffler. I gotta give that original guy a big hell yeah for that. Big fat hell yeah. That is a great idea. Next thing, everybody. Anybody see anything else pretty unique on this chassis? Let's say in this area right there. In this area. Whoa, what is that? Is that a unique fuel filter? It is. I've never seen a fuel filter like that in my life, where part of it is aluminum, part of it is pretty much like a little bit of a reservoir to see the fuel in the line. That is great. Never seen a filter like that either. Now, the next question is, what about the fuel tank? Anybody notice anything unique on the fuel tank? What about the fuel tank? This is the regular HPI fuel tank, so there's nothing unique about the fuel tank itself. But what's a good modification on the fuel tank? Kyle G is correct once again. Bro, Kyle G, you smart, dude. No wonder you watch this channel. You appreciate good humor and logic. Am I correct? JP's RC is also correct. Primer delete. This is one of the biggest. Nitro Pimp is also correct. It should have a primer here. This is one of the biggest headaches in these cars. Now, I don't want to talk about how to actually do it. I've done this delete myself many times. In essence, you rip the primer out and you plug it with like a 3mm screw. But I'm telling you, these old fuel tanks generally leak from that area. Look at that. Oh, man. Do you guys see that pulley right on the inside? It's looking at you, man. Look at that pulley. Melissa, whisper pulley. Say whisper pulley.
Whisper pulley.
Pulley.
No.
She said no. She not entertained, everybody. She not entertained. How should I feel about that? I got rejected just now. She rejected my pulley. Sickening. All right. Next up, I want to talk about the rest of the chassis. It appears we have, obviously, non-original front shocks. These look like Kyosho shocks to me. The gold anodizing is very reminiscent. How you doing there? KGM, bro, I got to check out your newest video. I saw you got a boroscope. And KGM, man, if anybody here likes to look at things up close, you see what I'm talking about? It's me. I like to look things right in their face at all times. Let me flip this around. We're going to take a look at this side. Now, this is a very period correct model. And we have ourselves it's probably a Venom. Yeah, this green color is basically always Venom Electronics. They made speed meters and fail safes. So very good setup. By the way, guys, take a look at the wiring on this. Come on. This prior owner was a wiring master. I don't think I have ever seen Jimmy George. How you doing, man? Welcome to Saturday Nitro. Frank D, thank you for that whisper. Frank D, I heard it all the way from there. I don't think I've ever seen wires be that neat in such an old car. I don't know, bros. This is extra neat. The guy that built this, I know who he is. He's a you know, an acquaintance, buddy, friend of mine. I think by now I consider him at least. He was a wire king, a freaking king of the castle, as in Borat's voice. Joe Bates, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. We're just talking about the guy that did incredible wiring on this. Okay, Nitro Pimp goes wiring supers is a pain in the butt. Yes, man, it actually is, especially when you have aluminum upgrades like that. Because really, the wiring with the plastic part, there are passageways to wire it. But Nitro Pimp and everybody else out there, I will tell you guys why that's the case. So if you flip the chassis around, the question in the chat is, will I be firing this up? Eric and Matthew, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. If anybody is a big fan of HPI Super Nitros, I know it's you. This is one we have for us today. So, we do take a look at how close all of these wires come to the belt. Any closer, this would have been a goner. A goner. Venom, that's right, Booster RC. How you doing, man? Sorry, bro, I didn't say hello to you there earlier. 2-speed gears look in premium condition, which is pretty good for these. But yes, you really have to fit all of these wires in perfectly. Because if you get up close and personal, it's a wiring nightmare. Things just weren't really made for rechargeable batteries back then. You know, this kind of design is really for the AA battery pack, right? And here we have an external charge jack. So what I propose doing, guys, I'm going to ask you all if you have anything you want me to check on this car, and I will do it, and then we're going to get to work on it. Is there anything at all you want me to do on this car? Go ahead. In terms of checks, because the title of this video is Setup. I am setting it up. Eric and Matthew, bro, that would be awesome. You know we love goodies, especially for Super Nitros. And considering I have gotten several recently, the goodies gotta get spread around, Eric and Matthew. You have my email, bro. Okay. Grown man, sorry, bro, I didn't read your comment there earlier. He goes, check those tires. Well, man, unfortunately, there's not much I could do about the tires right now. You know what I mean? Like, the tires are shit. If you guys have seen my other Super Nitro video, you would know that even with real bad tires, it still runs fine. These aren't, like, very powerful chassis, right? The thing is, yo, Melissa, do we have tires over there? Can you give me that Fortec? Melissa's going to hit me up with a Fortec. Give me a second. I don't think people here understand just the size difference of this compared to 10 scale. Hit a brother with a Fortec, baby. Please. I feel like that's something Borat would say. Wow, I'm surprised Melissa got the right car. Okay. So I'm going to hit you all with a little Fortec action as well. So we all kind of have a bit of an understanding of differences. All right, so yeah, this is the Fortec from my stream a while ago. Lotus RC sent me a bit of a part here, which is nice, but unfortunately, it's cracked as a mofo. Oh no, this is a different one. Is this one the cracked one? Forgot which one's cracked. Anyway, one of them was cracked. Yeah, I think one of them, I don't know, maybe it was this, maybe it wasn't this. So this is a regular Fortec Pro 15. If I line them up, wheelbase to wheelbase, right? Top, I mean, close by, right there. You guys could literally see the Super Nitro is a much larger chassis, right? We agree? So the wheel nuts are basically straight in the back. Super Nitro is a bigger wheel. It's a taller wheel. It's actually a much taller wheel. It's hard to see from this particular part, but it's a much bigger car than the regular Fortec. What's great about the Super Nitros, guys, and I'm going to make this claim, they're larger, yet they still run 10 scale electronics and engines. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So this Vortec is actually basically engine-wise is good. The 2-speed is like new. But the Super Nitro will never be killed, in my opinion. Okay, so that's enough for the Vortec. Go Vortec gang. Well, let's put it back. Or just like put it on the floor or something, I don't care. Just don't lose any parts. Put this over there too. Or else it's going to be gold rush for parts in here. Okay. Now, let's get back to this, bros. My goal is to do a check of, well, is it going to be a runner? Earlier I was asked, do we have compression? What do you think about that? I could lift it almost like that, no problem. We have normal compression, I would say. These are ABN engines. They're not, you know, so I would say the compression is normal. So compression is fine. Motor is not seized. I think, should I install proper modern electronics on it right now or what? Uncle BGA goes, what is up with that air filter? So, I mean, I basically made that air filter. The foam, right? The filter was already here, the rubber part itself. But I made the foam myself. So we have a lot of upgrades. I'm not really going to talk too much about the aluminum suspension components. I'm not really a fan of aluminum. But the shocks are pretty good. The front, I would say, is pretty good. It's a little low. So it appears this just needs preload. Yeah, this part, like no matter how much you tighten it, it just slides down the shaft, I noticed. You know? So, what do you guys think? Install the Fly Sky right now or what? So, JP, man, I don't have the radio gear, the radio for this. So, basically, these electronics are useless to me right now. There's nothing I could do about that. So, I don't have the radio gear. So, if I want to fire it up, it's going to have to be modern electronics, right? Or just nothing connected. Carb is not seized. It's in good shape. I do love the handle. Michael Sucha wants to know, can you put a 1/8 scale engine on it? Chassis. I don't have one in this room, bro. Let me see. Eric and Matthew, thank you, man. Just, hit me up in the email. You know. Wolfpack gang. We love the Wolfpacks. Whether they're wrestlers or parts. So the problem is I don't have this particular radio gear, so it's pretty much useless to me now. What's up, Melissa? Grown man wants to know how old this is. This is from about 2002. All right, guys. I'm going to start disassembling this because, I need to do some work on it. And install the modern radio gear for hopefully a fire-up. Either way, this stuff is useless. These fail-safes are not needed at all. A modern Fly Sky receiver has you covered safe. The fail-safe is you're covered. Plus, this is basically a wiring nightmare over here. And I do want to check to make sure the wires are normal. Okay. Oh, yeah, these plastics are so old, they basically just crumble. All right. The zip tie literally just crumbled. And I do want to clean this up a little bit. So let's start disassembling things one at a time, guys, huh? Man, this thing is sickening. By the way, a big popular question that sometimes get asked on my old RS4 videos is, what about the belts? Honestly, the belts are like the last thing to go in these cars. I know some of them don't look too good, but they almost never break. All right. I don't have this radio gear, so pretty much this is useless to me. I do try my best to keep things original and how it was meant to be. Wow, look at this. The charge plug is routed through this body clip. That is physically clever. I will say that is clever. All right, these parts I gotta remove real gently. I know this chassis was kept in a garage for a while, so the plastics might be a little brittle at this point. That's why I'm taking it a little bit easy on this. Plus, I do want to get the new receiver in here for testing only. Oh, man. That is some hardcore double-sided tape. Listen, I need a tuning screwdriver. James Sermoth, how you doing, bro? Yes, 2-Speed Baby is here tonight.
Yeah, what do you want to do about it?
Get me the tuning screwdriver and the knife, the hobby knife, and the red screwdriver from downstairs, please. I need to make this quick. We got close to 100 viewers here. People want to see stuff go down, and I understand that. Rock and Coop, how you doing? Yeah, super ancient tech. That's why we got to change it up, you know. I will say, now that nobody runs AM radio gear, you're not going to have interference, you know what I'm saying? So I actually remember having runaways all the time back then. But that's because there was a high chance that other people had the same crystals. Joshua Delaney, these particular receivers generally sell for about 20. You can get them a little cheaper, but these are the very good receivers. They're not the 3-channel. These are the 6-channel with a gyro. So these are actually very reliable receivers. Oh, I mean, I've never had an unreliable FlySky receiver. I'll just start with that. This is the world's strongest double-sided tape. Must be proper 3M stuff. Yeah. It's pretty clever routing with these body clips. I don't want to break the wires, because these wires are a little crusty. All right, let's get down to that in a little bit. Okay. Just trying to remove some of these old electronics, everybody. Okay, we got one out. This is the charger cable. Charge jack, rather. All right. All right, man, this prior owner really did a good wire job on it. I will say it's pretty much a wiring nightmare. Which, you know, it was secure. I don't want to say it was bad. It wasn't bad. Let me just do a little check over here. All right. Let me get down to business over here, guys. It's taking a little longer than expected. Okay, here we go. All this old radio gear is pretty much useless. It's a throttle, servo, wire. It's routed real well, though. But it's also really crusty. Okay, got one. Got them all. Oh, that was real tough. How you doing there, man? All aspects. Yes, this is a period correct adjustable Venom failsafe. You could pretty much adjust it. Now, I never ran those when I was, you know, when these were new. Okay, this receiver is pretty much useless at this point. I probably am just going to clip the wire. Ugh. Okay, it's coming out. It's coming out slowly, bros. All right. Okay. Got the old receiver out. These aren't really worth anything, so nothing crazy. How you doing there, Captain? We got Captain in here. Or just the Captain. Next up, this wire. Damn. This guy really had it. So there are small passageways for the wiring. I gotta take this particular wire out. I would cut it, but you know, someone's gonna get upset, be like, "Oh, hybrid over there destroying old electronics." Okay, there we go. Got it out, baby. Venom failsafe. I mean, they're pretty reliable. I've ran them in some cars, you know, not recently, but at some time. Okay, let me clean this up a little bit. Grown man wants to know about the Kyosho Blizzard. Did I get it running? The answer is yes, bro. It was a runner. And I might load a video with it later, maybe. But everything on this channel is generally a runner. Might not be good, but it's going to be a runner. But grown man, that one hit forward, hit reverse, it did the turns, and it sounded pretty great. I did notice there was a bit of an exhaust leak, so that's why you haven't seen an update. I am currently sealing up the exhaust on the Blizzard. So those two-piece pipes on the Kyoshos, they leak more than some people's mouths, right? Especially in like Korean drama shows on Netflix. Clean this up. Just making sure it looks a little more presentable. I'm not sure if the battery has a charger knob, or I guess we're going to find out real soon, huh? Let me take a look at the bottom. Eric and Matthew, I don't think there is a plow for a Nitro Blizzard. The plow is for the electric, the EP version. All right, I mean, it's coiled up really hardcore over here. This is going to have to get rewired anyway. It's too close to the belt right there. The Nitro model, I don't think I've ever seen a Nitro model with the belt, honestly. I mean, with a plow. The electric EP model is the one with the plow, generally. Could be wrong, but pretty sure I'm not. All right, guys. What do you think is going to go down, radio gear-wise? I think this one is already binded. And if it's not, we're going to find out. All right, so this should be the power wire or the charger. No, this one is the power wire, the two leads. We're going to find out right now if it has any juice. Okay, we got ourselves an LED light. That's promising. Okay, I think I binded this thing before. We're just going to test out if the electronics work first. Okay, I think we got something. Servo's reversed. Not reversed, but the wrong position. This one will go in here. Black wire, or pretty much any negative, always goes to the left, to the right on any receiver, guys. Never forget that. If you forget that, you're gonna mess something up pretty good. Okay, so I'll fix this later. Secure it rather. Okay, let me just check out the electronics, everybody. Oh yeah, you can't even kill old servos. Look at that. Oh, the battery toast. Battery's toast, everybody. Got no juice left. But it works. All right, what I'm gonna do. You guys want me to do a quick charge on this and just wait like 10 minutes for it to charge? I can do a quick charge. What's known in the industry as a quickie. Okay. Pretty sure this is the charge jack from the power wire switch. All right, let's see. All right. I'm going to give it a little bit. Now, obviously, this is a 4-cell, so it's not really the correct rated voltage. I just want to start with that. This is not what you should be using, but many people did use these during the time period. Just give it a little bit of time. In the meantime, we can catch up on what it is we are discussing here. So, who out there wants a sickening Super Nitro? Not this one. This one's mine, okay? I'm going to give it a little while till it gets to... this thing is inaccurate, so... When you're charging a nickel metal or NiCads, it's not accurate, because it can't detect it. Nitro Pimp goes, I want that one. Well, man, maybe one day you and I could work something out. Let's give it a little bit of time. I do want to maybe try to fire it up, depending how things go. Yo, Melissa, give me that glue gun, please. Uncle BGA goes, fast charge that. Stop being a little wussy. That's okay, bro. You could say that. We're friends. Okay, I'm just going to hot glue it for the time being. Are there any zip ties on that table? Like small zip ties?
No.
All right. All right. I mean, it looks like it's taken the charge somewhat.
You're getting glue on top of the...
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. It don't matter. It's just hot glue. What are we afraid of? Hot glue? The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And hot glue. And diseases. Well, and lies. People that are liars. You have to fear those people. And by fear, I mean just, not actual fear. Yep, Lotus RC goes Man, Bear, Pig. Cannot forget that one. That was a classic evil enemy in South Park. Okay, let's let this settle in. This is just going to be temporary for now. Oh, that don't go in. What do you guys think? 5 minutes? Or Man, Bear, Pig is going to get us, huh? That's right, Eric and Matthew. Bruckner Hobbies. I'm pretty sure you know. I had an employee from that store on this channel. I interviewed him. Great guy. Great guy. All right. 15FE, for those of you who don't know, I released like a running video of one of these the other day. Not exactly this one, but a different one. Someone goes to me, you got to tune the low-speed needle, bro. What the hell's wrong with you? Clearly, that viewer didn't know these things don't have low-speed needles. They are single-needle carbs. Thomas Flint, man. How are you, bro? He goes, yo, what up, hybrid? I joined the group. Anybody got a suitable engine for my RS43? Man, Thomas Flint, man. I'm thinking for your RS43... Oh, man. To be honest with you, they're pretty hard to get engines for in general. You're going to need the HPI T3.0, bro. Yeah, Raw RC. I was told to tune the low speed. Trust me. The guy was real adamant about it, too. He told me, yo, hybrid, you can't even tune nothing. Why your engine spitting out so much oil? It's so rich. Tune the low speed, he goes to me. Sickening. T3.0 you would need. If you're looking for a new engine, the HPI T as in Terminator 3.0. Those are direct fits to any RS4 or RS43. 100% direct fit. No questions asked. Duty and tax free as well. Pacing, how are you, man? All right, so it looks like we're taking some charge. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes more. Nitro Pimp, what you should do... yes, the short shaft, that's right. Now, what I normally do, guys, let me just rearrange this and we'll talk a little bit about it. While this charge is okay, just want to point out a little couple of hints of, when you're looking for new engines, what you should always do. When you're looking for a new engine, doesn't matter what it is, it's always in your best interest to take the old engine out, remove the clutch bell, remove all those accessories. You want to have a physical look at the crankshaft. You don't want to get surprised. Some engines have like crankshafts that are a little different. I don't want to get into what they're called. There's like SG, short shaft, standard shafts, pilot shafts. Now something like, you see like this, it's a HPI T15. Honestly, I don't remember what it is. I think it's a pilot shaft. But it's in your best interest to remove all of this hardware and literally verify that the engine you're buying has the same crankshaft in the picture. Could I get a hell yeah if you guys agree with that logic? That's good logic, trust me. Now, here's the modern... Almost had another earthquake. This is a G3.0. This is like a parts engine. It's missing a bearing. It's busted. But this is a G3.0. You could see this one. It has a pilot shaft, which is basically the same as a Traxxas engine. Most .21s have this. But Thomas Flint and everybody out there here, if you're ever looking to get a new engine of any kind, trust me, in your best interest, make sure you verify, like visually, what the crankshaft style is. Some manufacturers even call them slightly different. You don't want to get into like discussing it, especially with old small block engines. Most of them are not pilot shafts unless they're like, like high quality OS engines or something like that. Like we're talking high quality. Not even the CVR. CVR is sometimes usually like a standard shaft. But James Simroth, what the hell, yeah. All right. For instance, this is an OS 12 CVRX. Once again, right? You can't really tell what the crankshaft style is unless you disassemble all of this. But it appears to be probably a standard shaft for this generation of engines. So Max Ball, what's up, man? Just charging up a Super Nitro over here. Chit-chatting, stuff like that. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm still waiting a little while longer for this. And we might have ourselves fire in the hole. I don't know. We might. Who here thinks this will be a runner? By the way, the new RC Car Action magazine is here. Melissa handed it over to me right there. It's the one under the car. What fell? Whatever fell, I need that. If that was like the world's most ugly screw, I need that screw. Give me that screw. Okay, I actually don't need that screw. Believe it. Oh, no, shit, I do need that screw. Hold on a second. One thing you learn, you never want to throw a screw away. Yeah, give me... Wrong magazine, boo. Wrong magazine. Give me the skinny, ugly one. There you go. Okay. This is the new RC Car Action. And they actually have a gas crack in here on the cover. I don't even know how much it is. Maybe $5,000 or $6,000. I have no idea. But that's basically what's on the cover. I normally would do reviews of these new RC Car Action magazines, but every time I open up something like this, I close it back down. Put it back. Far away from me. Okay? Alright. Sickening. Let's take a look at the Super Nitro here. We'll check the electronics and gonna get my ass outside, huh? What was your question?
What is everyone's favorite RC car?
Melissa, everyone's favorite RC car is a Nitro. That's basically it.
Which car is their actual favorite one?
Well, you always have the Savage lovers. You have the RS4 lovers. You have the T-Max lovers. You have the Jero lovers. Then you have the Schumacher lovers. Those guys are very cool. All right, guys. Let me touch the battery. It's cold. Whatever. I mean, it's taking a charge. Like it's doing something right there, right? Lotus RC, thank you, bro, for giving my second channel a little bit of a promo there. You know, that channel has great videos. I don't really self-promote much. Grown Man goes Platinum Revo. Well, that's a top dog Revo, though. That's top dog. That's very rare Revo one. The one that was basically like a stadium truck type design. I think they came with clear bodies too, right, Grown Man? Yeah, I think so. All right. I'm gonna disconnect this. We're gonna give it a little shot. Okay, you see that, Grown Man? Nitro Gang knows. All right. I just want to do a quickie electronics check once again. Make sure nothing is like in the way. We don't have a zip tie there for sure?
No.
Okay. Okay, it got much better. Let me just check the brakes. Oh, look at that. Servos are reversed. That could have ended badly. So we're going to reverse the servos. On throttle, channel 2. Okay. Okay, now it's good. Brakes are fantastic. In fact, they're too damn strong. That's good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to lower the EPA a little bit on the brakes. I don't like too much EPA on the brakes. Good way to kill them. Let's do 65% EPA on the brakes. All right. Yeah, it needs even lower. What's up, Big Boys Toys, man? Happy to see you here. I know you had a tough day recently, but you survived, and you're here to make Nitros great again. I know you are, one way or another. All right, so the EPA on the brakes are much better, and they still lock up the wheels. All right. Make sure your EPA, which is the endpoint adjustment, is always correct. I'm not going to get into discussing why, whatever people here know. I know Boosted RC knows. Flash TP 96, just P. How you doing? All right. Let me turn this off. Yeah, just I said hello to him. Damn. This power switch is a little not great. All right, guys, let me mentally prepare myself. Melissa, I'm mentally preparing myself, okay? Guys, can you help me mentally prepare to fire up a vintage Nitro outside? You never know how it's going to happen.
Who said you will?
Who said I will?
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold Steve Austin said I will. By the way, before we do that, I wanted to show you guys what I was talking about with the $140 upgrade. So here it is. These are the Super Nitro Purple Powerline pulleys. I mean, obviously, 140 is too much. It's ridiculous. But who knows? Maybe a best offer will get accepted. Oh, you got shipping there as well. So, yeah. I'm quite sure these might not be the ones on this. You know, there were several brands making them. But I just wanted to show you that these upgrades are hella expensive. All right. Back to the table. All right, guys, what do you say? You want me to go outside or what? What time is it?
9:35.
Yep, Lotus RC goes, you can buy 3 eggs. All right, unplug the charger, please. We're going to go outside. Australian RC man, how you doing? I'm getting ready to go fire up the Super Nitro. First time with the 15 FE engine, okay? It's hella cold outside. And, well, wish me luck. Joe Bates is already yelling fire in the hole.
You can do it.
I am doing it. Not only can I do it, I literally am doing it.
Go ahead.
I am going ahead. I'm going ahead right now. Melissa over here, anti-fake motivating me.
I'm not.
You're gonna fake motivate me? It ain't gonna work, boo.
Watch out of the wire.
All right, guys. Give me a second right here. We're gonna go out and do it, all right? Camera might be a little shaky for the next 15 seconds or so. But sometimes you gotta shake and bake, you know? Where's my cat at? Yeah, my cat. My gato. ¿Dónde está mi gato? No. El gato is durmiendo ahora. Right. Let me switch it. We're gonna put some fuel in it. Nothing. I'm gonna put some fuel in it, bro. Damn. She's not letting me speak Spanish. Said, ¿Dónde es mi gato? All right, guys, this is old school Byron, by the way, 20% nitro. I think 12% oil. So pretty adequate for this style of engine. Let me get dressed. All right, bros. All right, glow plug is good. Showing green. I think I'm gonna prime it out here. Give me a second, I'm gonna prime it out here, okay? Just gonna open up the carb manually for now. All right, I'm gonna prime it out here. It's just easier for me to do it because it's warm. Oh, I see it filling up with fuel right there. That primer. Oh, okay. Just saw fuel enter? Okay. All right, I don't have anything to... If you want me to warm it up, I'm gonna do this very little. I don't have a heat gun anymore. Heat gun killed itself. We don't need that much. This isn't going to be a boater gel heat up, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be an old nitro heat up. Yeah, better than nothing. Don't matter. If it has fuel, it'll fire up. It's not a high compression engine. I mean, in terms of, you know, it being new or whatever. All right, guys. Let's roll. Oh, toasty, toasty. Give me a second. Lights will go on in a minute. Oh, look, I'm all by myself outside. Figures. All right. Here we are. I bet you could see again. Third pull goes going, man. I don't know, man. This might be a little effort here, to be honest with you. First of all, it's hella cold outside, so I better get on it. Let's hope throttle trim is okay. All right, guys. Yell fire in the hole. More like I'll yell it. All right. Oh, got cold already. All right, 1, 2, 3. Fire in the hole. Oh, got crazy compression. Undo the plug a little. Oh, it's gonna fire up. Yeah, let's go through. Hold on, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. Gonna have to get a heater probably. It almost happened. Gonna have to give it some fuel. Oh, it's gonna get there. Fire in the hole, finally. It's a rudder. The tune is great. They're wetching it. All right, richened it up a little. It's a runner. You think he'll hit the 2-speed? What do you think? Sickening. You hear that idle? Who's the idle king? Listen to it. Hold on. Too rich. Engine is cold. I could easily touch it. We're gonna hit it a little bit. I just leaned it a little bit. Let's try it again. Gotta lean it more. All right, try it again. Two-speed, baby. I heard it. We got the 2. This thing is impressive, huh? All right, I'm gonna shut it down. Just let it run a little bit, it'll shut down. Can't kill nitro, bro. That's right, guys. Not idle. Neighbor's jealous. All right, I turned it off, plugged the air filter. Guys, did you hear that 2-speed, baby? It was hella rich. The engine is not even hot. I could easily lick it right now if I felt like it. Thing is beautiful. Can't kill a vintage nitro, you know what I'm saying? You guys heard that 2-speed, baby, or what? I hit it. Well, after I leaned it out like 4 times, right? Sickening. That was like a good third of a tank of fuel, actually, because it was hella rich. Joe Bates, thank you, man. All right, let me make sure the piston is at the bottom. Oh, yeah. Solid. Let's go back inside. I think that was a success. It's a lot of oil out here. You want to see it? Show it to you. Oh, there's a lot of oil right next to it. On the floor, too. It's all right. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Thanks, JP. That's right, Eric and Matthew. Yeah. So this exhaust is actually fairly quiet, obviously, as you would expect. All right, good thing is, no leaks really anywhere around the pipe itself. All right, sickening. Nitro Pim goes, he definitely needs it. It's a proper super nitro, man. Let me go back inside. 15 FE, bro, single needle carb. And that guy told me to, you know, lean out the low-speed needle. Sickening. That's pretty nice to him anyway, though. You know, people just don't know. It's fine. We don't got to make fun of people that don't know. Just got to tell them the truth, and I did. Let me go back in for now. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to rearrange the camera. If you guys want a quick look at the Kyosho Blizzard, I could show it to you right now before I go back. We got anybody want to see the Blizzard? Right. Grown man wants to see the Blizzard. Now, Blizzard needs some work. Blizzard is healing right now. So Blizzard. Not sure. I think these are 12th scale. There really is no proper scale for these because, you know, it's basically a tracked snow vehicle. This is off right now, but. All right, so basically the situation right now. This mechanism needs a new O-ring. It doesn't return back to neutral very well. If I open up the carb, you could see that thing, it kind of stays open. So this is very, very important. If this thing don't open or close back all the way, your carb is going to stay engaged. I have a little bit of sealer going around here. If you've never seen a chassis like this is pretty much very unique. Kyosho Blizzard, Nitro Blizzard, not just a regular Blizzard. This ain't a regular Blizzard. So this is the mechanism that opens up the carb, forward, reverse. Well, this is the forward, reverse slider, but this is basically the linkage that does it. It doesn't retract all the way evenly. Grown man wants to know top speed, not that fast. But it does have a 2-speed, and the 2-speed does engage. So it does have an actual 2-speed right there, if I zoom in. So that is the 2-speed. Need the O-ring for the fan. So the 2-speed does in fact work. Sickening. So I did notice there was an exhaust leak. I'm working on it. Just got to put the receiver in this. I have the wires routed correctly, and it's going to be good. Jim, thank you, man. Hold on a second, guys. I got a question for you. Anybody want to see Luck of Wisdom wants the Yokomo GT4? Bro, I got the Yokomo GT4 in my fridge right now. I'm not kidding. You want me to go to the fridge? I'll literally pull it out of the fridge right now. But I don't think it's fridge time, to be honest with you. Later tonight might be fridge time when I want to go get a snack. This one has very good compression as well. Well, I mean, for an old .11 engine, that is. Obviously, for a new engine, it's not good compression. It's shit compression. But no, for real. You want me to go get the Yokomo? I'm not really sure what has to get done with it, to be honest with you. So let me go check it out. You ready for the Yokomo? You guys thought I was joking, huh? I'm not joking. Guys, I'm a Nitro game collector over here. I don't got a joke about Yokomos. No. So there is a problem with this one. And herein is the problem. Anybody want to tell me what it is? We're missing a fuel tank. But otherwise, this thing is quite solid. It's good to go. Engine has good compression. Engine is great compression. Tires, you know, these are original tires. Yes, they suck. This is what happens with them over time. They weren't very high quality to begin with. Our exhaust, for sure, definitely has a leak somewhere. But the 2-speed is perfect. Well, you know, for Yokomo, that is. This is from battery acid leaking. They didn't have the best of anodizing, but pretty sickening chassis. Mark goes, is this new? No, dude, I've had this for like 4 years. And guess what? For 2 of those years, I've been looking for a fuel tank. That's why it's in the Nitro fridge, you know what I'm saying? So the rear suspension is pretty normal. This is like factory rear suspension. It's pretty unique looking though, right? This is the RX-18 engine, which is pretty rare for an RTR of about $300 back in the day to have a .18. The bad thing is they're ABN engines. So, you know, almost always, guys, I don't want to be negative out here, but you're going to find these with low compression. That's why I only RC, bro. I got to make sure not to scratch that chassis. It's going to be a bad day if I scratch it, you know? That's a joke. Grown man wants to know, what is a top speed? Yeah, these were, in magazines, claimed to hit 60. These were 60-plus mile per hour chassis. Now, you know, is that mostly high gearing? Probably yes. But these were properly fast .18 engines when they were brand new. You know, Mark, how you doing, man? Talk to you later if you're busy or whatever, but always happy to have you here, bro. All right, guys, I'm going to go back up. I would show you all more Nitros, but, you know, really no point. I like to show them one at a time. I'm going to ask you all one last thing. Do you guys want to see what's in the top of my closet? I have a closet with some stuff in it. You want me to open up the closet? Don't worry, Michael Jackson's not going to pop out. Guaranteed. Michael Jackson's gone. Yeah, lack of wisdom, bro. I ran out of space in my closet, in my fridge, so I can't have any more frozen pizzas. Earl Moore, how you doing? Yeah, there's literally no more pizzas in the fridge anymore because I got nitros in there. You know what I'm saying? So I could show you a little bit what I got in the closet. Hold on. Okay, so this is, I guess, the top of the closet. Don't look at what's on top. It don't matter. That's Tamiya. What's over there though? You want me to open that up? Because there's definitely something in that closet. Is that a hell yeah? You guys thought I was joking. There's a Schumacher in the closet. Okay? I wasn't joking. But you know what else is in this closet? I think a certain somebody might know what it is. And it has to do with that. What did I just pull out? Is that the Kyosho D'Agostini Hummer manual? Or a portion of it? Wow. Because it in fact is. Okay, it's not even a maybe. It's a 100%. It is. And guess how many of these I have? Almost all of them. You want to know why? Is it because Hybrid has one of these? You're going to have to wait and find out, bros. That's right, Joshua Delaney. You know. I bet you know. What's in those boxes? That's a secret. That's a secret, baby. And that's a 3-speed. All right, guys. I'm going to go back. Thought I was joking about the closet, huh? Guys don't trust me. I mean, why would I have to joke about what's in closets? What do you think I have in the closet? I have nitros. For instance, this is a nitro fridge. Oh, what's that? It's bad lighting in there, huh? Wow. For those of you that thought I was joking, I really wasn't. There's probably 2 to 3 nitros on every single shelf here with fuel all the way down. Lack of wisdom, bro. Don't worry. I have a great idea for a fuel tank for that particular GT4. It's a miracle idea. A miracle. Miracle. You guys, remember when I said I have a couple Vortex? Where do you think I keep them? In the fridge, of course. You gotta keep them cool. What's over here? Well, that's a Nitro Rustler. What's over here? Oh, it's a RS43. What's over here? Ah, it's boring. Toolbox. Boring. This is a proper one. OS 18 CVRX. You guys thought I was joking you, huh? I ain't got a reason to joke around with nitros. That's what my channel is built on, bros. That is what it's built on. In fact, I wonder if I could stick another car in here. Not sure if I could. This is the Kyosho V1R. Recently had this on a stream. It's a runner with the world's fakest shocks. But we do have a proper Nova Mega .12 engine with impressive compression. 2-speed, baby. Big Boy's Toys recently just got himself one of these. But his is far superior to mine. This one's actually pretty not great. That was not a great deal. This body obviously don't fit. Okay, guys. Damn, what do I have on top of the fridge? Holy moly, what is that? I pile them up to the ceilings, guys. To the ceilings! Sickening. All right, let me go back. That's only a very small portion of what I just had, by the way, in the kitchen alone. Just in the kitchen alone. Oh, there's a Pico right here, all the way from Canada. That's going to be something in the future. Pico from Canada. Got here pretty great. It hit the 2-speed and the 3-speed. I mean, yeah, the Pico hit the 3-speed along the way. Came here pretty fast. Faster than Canada Post. Melissa, did the Nitro King like the Super Nitro?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what the hell are you looking at?
No, nothing.
Melissa's over here looking at more Nitros. She wants to buy more Nitros. I told her, where do you think we're going to get that money from, Melissa? Sickening. Told her, where you think we're going to get that more Nitro money from? You think this channel is doing that great? All right, let me see what people are saying here in the chat. I want to turn off my own Wi-Fi. All right, everybody. So, Super Nitro. I bet everybody was a little surprised that it hit the 2-speed, no problem. I had it set very, very rich. So that's basically why I wasn't hitting the 2-speed. Yeah, tuning one of these older style 15 engines is not the same as like a modern engine. In some respects, it's significantly easier. In some respects, there are some limitations. Some of the limitations, if anybody wants to talk about them, I'll be happy to discuss them with you. By the way, no fuel tank leaks. That is awesome. BMR, thank you, man. He goes, more Nitros and the RC10 fund. Thank you, bro. So, today, you know, a couple of viewers asked me, especially because I released a new RC10 GT video. Thank you, bro. BMR31 asked me, am I getting the new RC10 GT? So my birthday's coming up soon. Probably going to pick it up for my birthday, right? I'm not one of those guys that like has to get the newest of the bestest out there just to get those views. I don't give a crap about that. What I give a crap about is making Nitros great again. In fact, I remember when I first got into this hobby, these things were all the rage. My first car was nowhere close to this exceptional. It was just a lonely single-speed RS43 with actually the same exact engine. So I know pretty much what it's like to tune these. And I'll tell you, when you first start out with them, well, it's good and bad. It's good because you really can't go that wrong. But also, you have the low-speed needle, which is a pain in the butt. Otherwise, it really don't give you any trouble. If you run them like within their range with proper fuel, you're not gonna have an issue. Got a question here. Only RC Nitros, yes, man. Joshua Delaney, bro, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the fire in the hole. Man, this thing had high compression. I basically half flooded it. So, but with an engine like this, you undo the plug a little bit, you pull that SOB, and it's gonna fire up. By the way, I got a question for you all. I went to the bank today, and like Melissa, you know, we got to check whatever. It's in her name, right? We got to check. It wasn't like a work check. It was like a regular check. So an average amount, like a couple $100, right? And I mean, is it me? But like, I remember you used to be able to cash other people's checks when like you authorize it and then you sign below them, right? So when they write their signature and then you sign below them, you use your own bank account to cash the damn check. They said that she has to be there. Yo, were they trolling me? Like, I didn't appreciate the way they treated me, man, bro. Yeah, so, yeah, I endorsed it. She endorsed it. No, well, she endorsed the check first. Then I endorsed it. And they told me to get out of here. Keep in mind, I have probably 50 to 60 times the amount of money that that check was in that account alone. So, actually, no, maybe a few hundred times. But, dude, what risk would the bank have? If anything, if they endorse a check that's like obviously covered by your account anyway, because they withdraw the funds from your account. You know what I mean? Like it's cashed against the account itself, right? And then, you know, when the bank sends a request to the other bank that issued it, it's like a cycle transaction. Like, why would they give me such a hard ass time? We got to go to the bank tomorrow, bro. We got to go to Trader Joe's and maybe make an RC deal go down. Let me check if I have anything pending right now. Sickening. All right. No updates, Melissa, about tomorrow. No updates. Yo, Eric, are you here in the stream? Eric Acacia, you here in the stream? I'm gonna accept you as a member in a little bit, okay? Eric Acacia. Sorry for saying your name like that. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Yeah, it don't make sense. I mean, dude, like, even if they make a mistake and it's some kind of fraudulent check, it don't matter because, like, oh, by the way, that's my other Super Nitro over here. It's hanging on the wall. For real, though, like, you know, they cash the check. They draw the check, rather. The correct term is draw the check, against the existing account anyway. So, like, why did it matter? It's just giving me a pain, you know? Pain in the butt, technically. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be here for like 3 or 4 more minutes. I got stuff to do tomorrow. I got to release a video. It's time to make videos great again. Only RC Nitros, thank you, man. Joshua Delaney, grown man. All of you guys, thank you for watching. And go out there, get a Super Nitro. I know one of my channel viewers, Raymond, on a mission. He's a prominent member of the Nitro Gang Facebook group, always has great posts. He just tagged me in a post the other day saying, yo, Nitro Gang Dimitri over here, man. You were right. I should have got a Super Nitro a long time ago. Now I know what you're talking about. Nitro Pimp, man, I don't really do collection videos because honestly, not many people would appreciate the Nitro Gang fridge. It requires a certain positive, ethically correct sense of humor to appreciate humor like that. Unfortunately, today, with no fact checking on the internet, you got to be careful, right? But to you, I showed it just because why not? But, Melissa, how many Nitros do we have in our room? How many? Say it.
3.
Say it louder.
3.
Okay. Only 3? I caught you on that one, boo. I caught you on that one. If you said 20, I would say, okay, that's a lot. If you said 3, we got to make it 9.
Why 9?
Okay, Kyle G goes, what is the one next to the dragster? You referring to this one? Or that one? That one? This is a highly rare, highly halfway built, sickening Trinity Reflex NT. I am so proud of this car that I never finished putting it together. Okay? In fact, this one's basically brand new with the OS 12 TR Outlaw engine. So early 2000s, top premium spec. Yeah, competition chassis, really. We got a question. Do I sell any Nitros from Gary? Generally, no, bro. I have sold a couple to like people that have asked me over the years to buy them from me. I don't want to give their names out or whatever, but it's infrequent that I really do sell anything. Usually I'll sell like amongst my friends. And usually the deals I'll give them will basically be my cost. Right, if I was in this hobby to make money, I wouldn't be repairing old Nitros. Let me call it what it is. All right, guys, that's gonna call it a day. Thank you all for chilling here today, enjoying the 2-speed baby. A couple of you that supported the channel with the RC10 GT funds. And Nitro Pimp, who's gonna hound me for that Super Nitro. Don't worry, man. I'm gonna find something you're gonna like. I'm gonna find something you're gonna like. I get attached, bro. I get attached. Gary goes, aren't we friends? Of course, man, of course. When you put it that way, I feel bad for saying that. Shit. Melissa, slap me. Did you wash your hands? Are they COVID free? Okay, Lucas, bro, thank you. Go ahead, slap me for saying that.
I'll slap you.
Go ahead, slap me. That was painful. All right, my dudes. I'm going to go ice my shoulder. Melissa, hella strong. She used to play baseball. And, shit, no, it's basketball. Basketball, right? Yeah. See you all later, guys. If you haven't seen the RC10GT video, give it a little bit of a load. Maybe I'll make 1.5 pennies on the ads. You know, 1.5 pennies maybe, probably. And you all have a good night, guys. Peace.